As we continue to scrutinize the 2026 budget, Nigerians are reacting with outrage after the Public Accountability Organization, Trachea, revealed that the 2026 proposed budget set aside 22.15 billion naira for the construction, renovation, and furnishing of 100 royal palaces across the country. Among findings which were posted on their X page on Wednesday, 11 palace projects worth over 5 billion naira have no clear identified locations, including 1.54 billion naira earmarked for the modernizing and furnishing of some selected national heritage palaces in communities across Nigeria. The organization found that billions of naira meant for traditional palaces appeared to be routed through unrelated agencies, including the Nigerian Institute for Oceanography, the Cocoa Research Institute in Ibadan, the National Cereal Institute, and even the National Institute for Cancer and Traditional Palaces. Cancer Palace. All right, and cereal. Well, this is coming just days after Trachea also revealed that 8.05 billion naira was allocated for the construction, renovation, and equipping of churches and mosques, with several projects embedded in ministries unrelated to religious affairs. Meanwhile, this is as ICPC said it uncovered 908 ghost workers across at least 50 federal ministries, recovering nearly 1 billion naira in fraudulently paid salaries, with one particularly brazen suspect allegedly enrolling his wife, son, and mother-in-law as government workers while collecting the salaries of 12 other fictitious employees. I mean, let me start with you, Rufai.
The budget show is going on. In fact, we should have a special series on Arise TV called The Budget Show.
Yes, that's what we're doing right now. We're going to continue to scrutinize it.
Show.
You know, we do it periodically.
Audrey, you can see, this was the argument I was making. The reason why people like us argued for subsidy removal then was that we thought government would be transparent enough and plow the money into the needs of the people. But see what they are spending it on, Audrey. If National Cancer Research Institute, that ought to make research funding available for schools for cancer, is the one now building palaces, and they are collecting the money. And these are some that Trachea has been able to reveal, because there are still many more like that. Urge till today, they've not given us line-by-line item how they spent 8.8 trillion. That it was the World Bank that drew attention to. Till today, most of the line items in the budget that we need to see have not been spent on the people. I talked about even the deputy speaker that had the effrontery to now send these people to write that they wanted to use it for young people when National Orientation Agency has not gotten their money. A penny has not been dropped. When National Orientation Agency, when we advocated for them the last time, they got their money. We saw the impact. You saw all of the things they were doing here, even with us, here in Arise.
Right.
And please, government, pay NOA on time. Please.
Yes.
So, you see the kind of process that goes on. What I would like to say is, I don't know, because this problem keeps happening every year, I don't know if we can pass a bill to strengthen the powers of the FRC. Federal Revenue Commission, to scrutinize and make the powers be sort of like an OBR in the UK, to scrutinize the budget process. In fact, in my head, I've written that bill, where that agency that will scrutinize the budgets will not be subservient to the president, will not be subservient to the National Assembly. The people on the agents will serve independently.
All right.
And all the budgets must be submitted to them to scrutinize for 45 days before the president now takes seats to the National Assembly to assent. And they should be given statutory power to raise red flags and to even be given prosecutorial powers to sue anybody that pads and put things in the budget.
Yes, I mean, Rufai, what is the job
that's my
of
solution.
the Presidential Advisory Committee? What is the job of the Presidential Advisory Committee? I thought that it's set up for things like that as well.
Yes, the budget office is set up for things like that. Senate committee, but all of them, since they are in bed together and there's no oversight.
Yes.
We should be able to have an independent body that doesn't care about them. Because you see, there's something I call executive usurpation. Usurps all those bodies of accountability. We must have an accountability body for the budget. I think that should be the lasting solution.
Independent
right
before the budget is submitted.
And it should be given prosecutorial powers that if you see anybody pad the budget.
But let me just say something. But if I always that quote, culture will eat strategy for breakfast. As long as you can create 100 agencies. Because if we don't deal and repair the institutions that exist, why do we want to create another agency when we have
No, I'm not saying create another agency. But I'm saying, Dr. Fiscal Revenue Commission.
There is.
There is.
RAMFAC.
No. I think there's an FRC, a Revenue Commission that does the work of overseeing the budget, but it's being subsumed. It's being shut down. I'm saying let's empower that agency. Give it, even its money should come from first line charge. Make it very independent so that it can whistle blow on the budgeting ecosystem. See, Ayo, in 2007, 2008, the British government, it was seen that the British government made a lot of lies and errors in the estimation of their budgeting system. That was what led to part of the things they adduced for the stock market crash. In 2010, that's why they set up the OBR.
All right.
So we must have that accountability watchdog that is empowered.
Yes, I agree with that accountability watchdog. I mean, here we are seeing,
because we talk about this
money being allocated to mosques, churches. Now, palaces, 22.15 billion.